Yeah, anyway, it's really important to not overplay your hand. You have to remember that right now, 90% of America just wants to grill, okay? Now, we have to remember that grilling is fundamentally it's counter-revolutionary, all right? Grilling is counter-revolutionary. It produces CO2, all right? We can't do it anymore. That's what it is. It's counter-revolutionary. So, we need to get people off their grills. The problem is, people like grilling. And what we want to do, when we see the average American grilling, the average American, they're just flipping burgers, you know. They're flipping burgers, you know. And what we want to do is we want to be able to walk up to them and put a hand on their shoulder and say, hey, this world limits your grilling. Join me, and I will give you a world where you can grill more and juicier burgers than you ever imagined. The dysfunctional relations of class prohibit you from dedicating your time and energy to the art of grilling. That's what we want to do. We want to meet them on their level, okay? What we don't want to do is have, you know, them grilling. They're grilling it up, and then they see the TV through the slide-in door, the kitchen TV through, like, the glass door, and they see, like, a Fox News report on the blacks-only zone that has been formed in CHOP. Or where they have a bunch of white people forming a barrier saying you must, with a bunch of color swatches saying you have to have this color in order for you to walk in, and then the fucking grilling guy's like, the hell is wrong with those folks? Shh. When I was really small, I was so angry at like the broader online left because I felt like they were so bad at doing what they needed to do. And now I'm much larger, and I feel like I'm still arguing the same point, maybe just with a louder voice. And it's that there's a difference between activist spaces and safe spaces. Safe spaces are fine, well, and good. If you want to be comfy and go online as a black trans woman and not be shit-talked or whatever,
I want to talk about black trans women next.
Very, very, very okay. But if you want to be an activist, you have to get your hands dirty, and conflating those two spaces will either lead to ineffective activism or damaging, you know, safe spaces. There is value, of course, in teaching children discipline. Discipline is a valuable characteristic. Can I be real with you guys? You guys remember Jocko Williams, Jocko, whatever his name, what Jocko? You know what I'm talking about, Jocko. Yeah. We have an emote. Jocko Willink. That's it, Willink. Jocko Willink has said that discipline is freedom. And I actually agree with him. Let me give you an example why. This is a bit of a tangent, but really quickly. Jocko Willink says discipline is freedom. When he says this, what he means is your ability to stick to your fucking ground and get the shit you need to get done is a prerequisite to being able to enjoy life free. So the ability to have self-discipline, to get your chores done, to get your work done, to pursue the goals that you know will eventually lead to you having like a more positive outcome, that self-discipline is the bedrock that allows you to have more free time and free energy to actually pursue other higher intellectual pursuits. Whereas there are a lot of people who constantly procrastinate, who never actually like take care of the problems in their life, and these become burdens, anchors that hang from them, and keep them from living their life most, you know, authentically. And I agree with that. Have you ever noticed? Okay, one last thing before we continue with the Ben Shipster video. Have you ever noticed that some days you wake up and you have a free day, you have a completely free day, no work, no school, and you have a lot of stuff that you need to do, and you just really don't want to do it, so you kind of like, you wake up and you shower and you like play some games, you play some video games, and you're fun, but the whole time it's burdening you in the back of your head, you're like, oh god, I got something to do, but whatever, I'll get to it after lunch, or I'll get to it at 4 p.m, it's already 4:13, I'll get to it at 5 p.m, and eventually, like, your whole day is just fucking ruined because you're burdening yourself with the stress of work that you need to do. And some days you wake up, it's fucking 8:30 a.m. You shower, it's 9 a.m. You're like, I've got homework, I've got chores, I've got fucking dishes to do. Done, done, done. I'll put my favorite podcast on. Fucking take the shit I gotta get. Fucking taking them out. Then the smoke clears. It's 11:34. You've done all your work. You've done all your work. All of it. The clothes are done. The dishes are washed. The carpet's vacuumed. The floors are swept. You've bought your groceries. You've finished your homework. You've responded to the text. You called your mom to check up with her. You've done everything. You've done all of it. That was discipline, and because of that discipline, you now have the freedom to spend the rest of your day in a state of enlightened, serendipitous peace. That is discipline equals freedom. Self-discipline. All right.